This is my, working space here, and pretty much, most people doing startups and working hard these days are basically spending more and more time at their office. Since my family's in Japan, here is my lunch, dinner, pretty much all that stuff is fine. And I pretty much spend about 20 hours a day, 15 hours a day. All eating for like $1 a day. Well, maybe about $3 a day. 3 things each I can buy for $1. And, pretty much, oh yeah, you got to have the beer in the evening. So when you're doing a startup, it's all about being lean and bootstrapping, right? Bootstrapping is actually keeping costs down and doing as much as you can. On weekends, this actually doubles as the open incubator. It's early, it's right. I've been here basically since 8 o'clock in the morning working. It's a Saturday, and give you a look around where we are. Here's actually Mike's, our CEO for PCN Strategies office right here, and we're an IT company, so we've got IT stuff, everything. Here's during the week we actually do recruiting and business development, and obviously yesterday was we had some beer drinking on a Friday. Unlike most companies, we actually have fun on Fridays and stuff, and we have a lot of fun here. So pretty much I work 60 hours on PCN Strategies, and then I spend at least 40-50 hours working on the various different projects, pretty much found ups right now. So life as an entrepreneur is pretty much a 7-day thing. It's not it's not this 9 to 5. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to be willing to put in the time, the effort. I've been doing this 16 years, and I've had one success, and that was a Shakespeare festival. And the only thing it was a success, it wasn't a monetary success. It was a success in redefining a community. 30,000 people attended. I did it with no experience, raised money. People loved it. People still talk about it. So it was basically a social success. And the moment I left, it pretty much lasted a year or two more, and then it died. If you're looking to be an entrepreneur, if you're looking to do a startup, it's like climbing Mount Everest, and the odds are getting to the top is financial or reward or whatever you want to call success, but for the most part you're not going to get up there statistically. And but it's something in our blood. It's something we love to do. It's something we're willing to do, and as an entrepreneur, that's what defines us from the folks that go 9 to 5 and don't want that risk, don't want that that level of thrill. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride in many respects, with highs and lows. And you spend times wondering, gosh, is it really worth it? My family's in Japan. I got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old that I'm not seeing growing up. I'm here in DC because I can't get things. I living in rural Japan, not speaking Japanese fluently, there's no way I can get investors there or get my projects going. And so I've returned to DC to do that. And but I tell you, those late nights and and really even doing, I thought the sales, I had 20 years of sales. I thought I would jump into recruiting and business development. It would be a piece of cake, and it hasn't been a piece of cake. It's really, really tough. And it took me 5 months to get my first business client. I've submitted over probably at least 100, recs, and I've got, none have been hired so far. Now I've got basically finally I got 14 basically in final interview or going into technical interviews. So statistically speaking, I've got business coming in, but I was anticipating that to come much quicker, even though I did give myself a 6-month window. So, once I'm planning to go to Japan, but I'm thinking, I really can't go to Japan until I close a deal here. It's not fair to Mike and not fair to PCN Strategies, even though I've got a lot of deals out there. So it's tough. I mean, being an entrepreneur is not it's not a walk in the park. And if you're looking and you're interested in being an entrepreneur, you've got to understand that you're going to fail, accept it, and even though and the first time you fail is going to be hard on you, and you may give up and never come back. But a few of us just keep on plugging away. So this is life here alone on a Saturday, where everyone else is out there having fun, whatever. To me, I'm basically doing PCN strategy stuff. I'll do some found up stuff. But for the most part, I'll be working today and looking for senior enterprise architects. And what I discovered last night was actually they're great gateways into their existing projects. So I'm actually going to be using them for using the recruiting as an entryway, and then back end selling the sales component. Because what I've discovered is cold calling companies and trying to offering your services is, it's just not the way to do it. If I can get warm referrals from senior level architects, right, into their project managers who they're working for, and develop that relationship, then I'm getting to the folks in a warm referral way, instead of just pounding the phone and hoping that you're going to hit that one lucky guy, which I did. I did with one of my guys. I mean, that was how I found them. But it was so anyway, so that's what I'm doing today on Saturday, November 5th or 6th, whatever it is. What are you doing?